Welcome to Kinda Influenced.
We're two millennial moms.
Navigate life and career on the internet.
We're your hosts, Zoe Potter
And Sarah Dickey.
Grab a drink,
grab a snack, and let's chat. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm alive. I'm here.
You're not 10 feet under or 9 feet under, 6 feet under. I should,
6. Isn't it 6?
That's the show.
Yeah, but isn't that also the
depth of which you have to bury bodies?
I think so.
Is that so like animals can't smell them?
No. What? Maybe. But also like they shift and they, right? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, because like the water and the surface levels and stuff shift and stuff due to rainfall and
Like tectonics.
wind. Well, I don't know if we'd go that far, but maybe. Maybe.
All right, so you're not 6 feet under.
No, I'm faking it till I make it, as Taylor Swift says.
I cry a lot, but I'm in time.
I'm not productive. I am crying a lot. It's not my birthday and I'm not acting like it. So
I should share that I have poor time management skills.
Oh, me. Hi.
So I put Crest white strips on this morning and I have 10 more minutes of them to be on my teeth. So we're just gonna do like a live unboxing of my teeth once.
Yay, they look very white from here.
I mean, it's because they're like the strippies. So I'm a little bit more lispy than normal.
That's okay.
But I think it's cute. Maybe I should make this my new voice.
I mean, you can if you want.
Just 24/7 white stripping.
Yeah. Hey, Crest white strips, you can sponsor us.
Oh my God, that'd be a dream.
This episode not sponsored by Crest white strips, but you could be.
Do you use Crest white strips too, right?
I do. I love them. I actually have been out for a while. I need to get more as I'm drinking tea. Actually, you know what though? Every time I go to the dentist, they're like, you whiten your teeth, you get your teeth whitened. I'm like, I use Crest white strips. They're like, they look good.
Yeah. I haven't done it since like we got married. And I was like, it's probably time to do it again.
Wow, that's been a while.
So I bought a kit this morning.
Yay.
There's so many kits now though.
Oh, I know. It's kind of overwhelming.
Like one was like 28 levels of whiteness. And I was like, but my teeth are pretty white. Like
they are. Yeah.
They don't need to go 28. Like I'll look like Ross Geller.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
It's like my only Friends reference I'll ever make. You had a big week.
In theory, I had a big week emotionally, and like yeah, it's been a lot. I feel like I'm not handling it like a true grown-up. I've literally thought every single day this week, I need a grown-up to come step in and do the grown-up things for me right now, because I feel like I'm like, no, I'm just a wee child. I shouldn't be handling this right now.
What,
like, at least 5 times.
Handling like the kids going to school?
Everything. Like I had to, so I went and helped my aunt move.
Right.
From like out Grand Bend way to here.
Yeah,
so
totally.
I went and she doesn't drive either. So like I went and got her. We like got everything sorted. We got here. It was a little chaotic. I feel like there's never a case where someone moves into anything, like she's moving into an apartment and things go smoothly. Like that just doesn't happen. Like
I'm a very organized mover.
No, but like even with the organization,
okay,
everything went awry and like out of her control, out of everyone. Like it was just like, and it was fine. At the end of the day, everything was said and done. Everything worked out. But the whole time I was doing this, I'm like, okay, we got this. We got this. I'm trying to like keep her calm. I'm like, and the whole time I'm like, I wonder if there's an adult that I could bring in that could like give better advice than me, because I feel like I'm not helping. Like I feel like I'm just like, no, it's okay. We got this. We got this.
I love that. I love that.
We did have it. Yeah.
You finished it. You did it. Everything's fine. She's got a new place to live. She's not.
It's all good.
Camping. I don't know.
No. Like it's all good. It's just like, it's been and then the kids started school.
How was Theo's first day?
Good. He was very excited.
Yep.
He was very excited to see me when I picked him up. Everything seemingly went really well. Apparently there was an incident at recess with some bigger boys that he wanted to play soccer with them and they didn't want him near them because big boys are bullies.
Oh,
And
okay.
like he broke down a little bit and was like
Hmm.
heart. He has a very big heart. Like
Yeah.
he like you can break his heart in an instant.
He's a
Like
very,
last
he's a
so
sweet boy.
sensitive.
Yeah.
He's very sensitive. So like last night we were talking on the phone with my sister and he was pulling my arm hair and it hurt. And I was like, oh, and it like caught me off guard. I was like, oh, Theo. I'm like, ow, like don't pull my arm hair, please. That's not nice. And he's like, oh, sorry. And like he like it's like I told him his dog died. Like it was like anyway, so
Oh.
then like we got ready for bed, we did all that. So Andrew tucked him in. I went in to see Marlo, and then when I came into his room to say goodnight, he just like is looking up and he's like, I'm just so sorry, I pulled your arm hair. Like he's still thinking about it. I'm like, it's okay. I'm like that's just things sit with him. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm so scared the world's gonna ruin his heart. And I'm like, you better not, world, or I'm gonna come get you.
No. He's such a little
Anyways,
bean. He's so sweet.
he's very sweet. Um, the his teacher emailed me and said that he did really good. There was a couple of tears, but
Yeah.
nothing crazy. And then she's like, he's fitting into routine and settling in nicely. So
Aw. Because did they ever go to like traditional daycare?
no. Well,
I,
Marlo, yes. Marlo,
yeah,
yeah.
but Theo didn't. Like, I feel like that's a huge, like, that's like going to daycare for the first, like, you're in a room with a
Yeah,
bunch of random people. Like, he's never
no,
done,
that's true.
right?
So he would go to my mom's and then my in-laws.
Yeah.
And my mom would take him to like a program that's in the city with other kids. So he
Yeah.
got experience doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So like things like that, and I've taken to him to a few things like that too.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not completely out of, but like on his own. No, this is
Yeah. Right?
yeah.
Like, I feel, I, knock on wood, I'm like, I'm gonna have such an easy transition to daycare because Sully's so used to just being like, bye.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
she's so accustomed to it. Yeah,
yeah, she's like,
Well, no, because Marlo was in daycare for like a solid year from
yeah.
when she was like a year to two. And then I took her out and I was a stay-at-home mom slash like I worked part-time for myself.
Yeah.
And so when she went to school, it was like from that to that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's, I don't know. It's interesting. And I could be, I also, every kid is just so different.
And sometimes
There's that.
you don't know what to expect too. Like sometimes you're
No.
like, oh, they're gonna be perfect. And then it's like the complete, yeah, like it's hard to know.
Totally. I say if our daycare lady, like the teacher in Sully's room ever leaves, like it's over for us because
Oh, really? She really likes
she's like
her.
so bonded to her.
Oh, that's sweet.
It was every morning she like runs away from me and runs to her. And this morning was like
She's like, bye.
later, mom. This morning was like the first morning that she like played with a toy instead of running to her. And I was like, are you guys fighting? Like, what's going on? And
Bad
she was
blood.
like, I don't know. Speaking of
That's
bad blood,
oh no, what's going on?
did you see someone's outfit yesterday?
Whose outfit?
Taylor Swift's?
Oh, you mean her Canadian tuxedo?
Oh, she's an icon.
She looked very good.
She looked like stunning. Her hair, this is like new hair for
No,
Taylor.
her hair looks well, I mean, kinda.
It's more,
I,
it was like fuller.
yeah. No, you're right. It's less more like she was rocking her natural a little bit more frequently.
Yeah,
This was very like
blown out.
blown out.
Like
Like,
I'm a bad bitch.
no, it looked really good. She looked really good.
She looks stunning.
Yeah, good for her.
I tried to watch the Chiefs game just to watch Taylor Swift, and then Bryce was like, "Why don't you just watch TikTok after?" And I was like, "Touche."
Yeah.
I don't really care about football yet.
I like the idea of football. I just can't I
No,
haven't gotten I'm trying, but
it's the Lord of the Rings of sports. It's
it's
eight
very long.
hours of walking.
Do you well running, they run. They they run. You're gonna
Some
anger a lot of people.
sometimes, but sometimes they walk 2 feet. Like,
For sure. Like you never know. So do you watch sports? I feel like whenever we talk, like I know nothing about you, but I know everything about you. Okay, hold on, let me think. You were getting really into hockey
yeah, just
because of the Stanley Cup.
yeah, just because the Oilers were in it, and like really into it. I mean, I watched 2 games.
That's
Like,
something.
I like grew up watching hockey because I live
Yeah.
in Canada and I live in Edmonton, which is a
Yeah.
hockey crazy city. Um, I mean, I watch CrossFit. Like
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay,
there's like
but yeah.
the CrossFit games. I watch that.
Yeah.
I go feral over it. Like traveled to go see it. Um, Baseball was a big one for
Yeah.
me for a really long time. There were years and years where I watched like every single baseball game.
Really?
Um, but I don't really watch sports other than that.
No.
Like I didn't
Okay.
watch any Olympics.
No, I did. I mean, I watched some of it because my mom was in the hospital
Right.
And we were in a merge for 10 hours. So I watched quite a bit of
They're
Olympics
like,
actually.
there was Olympics on.
Yeah. So I watched it. I was like, well, you know what? I'm learning something new.
Yeah. I just pulled off my bottom ones. Hang on.
You're so sneaky. I didn't even notice.
Oh, top ones are so
Get
strapped.
it. Make sure to get in the microphone. Get some ASMR. Oh, I didn't
Mm.
even hear that at all.
They look the
Stunning.
same. I gotta brush them
Well,
after, but that's fine.
yeah.
There we go. There's my non-lispy voice back. It's still lispy. But yes, you and Andrew don't really watch sports either.
No, and like both of us. So Andrew grew up, his dad watches a lot of hockey.
Yeah.
He plays golf, like his dad plays golf.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew played hockey growing up, but he biked. Like that was his thing, was biking.
Yeah.
Like mountain biking, things
Yeah.
like that, like the X Games, that style biking. So I've watched like with Andrew a few things like that,
Mm-hmm.
like that style, like really intense, like mountain biking, like
Yeah.
down like a freaking cliff and stuff. It's
Yeah.
really stressful.
Bryce does it too. It's wild.
Oh God, it just makes
Yeah.
my heart hurt. But no, like I like the idea of it. I'm not shameful of anybody who watches sports or things like that, but we
I
just
love it.
don't like we're not
sports people.
no.
And I played basketball my whole life, but like, have I
Oh,
ever watched a basketball game? No.
And I don't think that you have to like encourage, like I don't think you have to watch those things in order
No.
to enjoy playing them. Like I really enjoy biking. Like that's something new that I've just picked up that I love. Like I think it's so fun, and I'm sad that I didn't allow myself the freedom to do it for so many years in my
Yeah.
life, because I did it for so long growing up and I liked it, and then I just kind of felt like not that I didn't deserve to, but like when you live in a larger body, the idea of exercise in any form is always, or usually in my case, was pushed as punishment. Like
Yeah.
whatever exercise you were doing, it was so that you could shrink your body, and it was punishment for being bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So for the longest time, like literally any kind of movement or exercise scared me, because I was like scared to fall back into that punishment mindset where I was like, I needed to punish myself and to shrink my body.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm trying to get better at finding new things. Like I've done a few things this year that have scared me. Like I went roller skating for the first time.
I love
Hurt
that.
myself so badly. Like I fell so bad. And when you fall, like you're like, there's nothing. Like you're just going down. Like, and I hurt my wrist. Like I thought it was broken for a little bit, but I survived. Yeah. So anyways, I don't know how we got on the subject of sports and like that.
I love it. I love it.
Taylor Swift. She's our pipeline that got us there.
Queen Taylor. I love that.
How's your week going? How's life? How's things?
It was the longest short week in history. Like
it's been like, I'm like, what is happening?
Like minutes are like hours long right now. It is absolutely wild to me. But yeah, it was fine. It was like a fine week. I don't know. Yeah. I worked. I'm going to Whistler next week, which will be fun.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Whistler. I know you're going for work, so it's not like it's like you're going on vacation, but
no, but our work is like a really like we've got like our conferences, we really believe that like they're about bonding with your team. Like there's like some content, obviously, because it's a work conference, but like I would say like 60% of it of like work hours are like fun time. And then like we rent a bar out and everyone gets wild and we dress up in costumes.
Can I come? Do you guys need like a bookkeeper or something?
Like I can come on down.
Throw me into whatever role. I can clean toilets for a bit if I can come to Whistler for you.
Perfect.
You guys.
Me and like my two like really close work friends, we're going as synchronized swimmers.
Oh my God, I love that so much.
So we got like floral swim caps and like nose plugs
rhinestones
and goggles. We're just gonna
I love it.
It's gonna be great. I was like, I don't know how I feel about wearing like a bathing suit at a work thing. Like that feels maybe a little bit weird. So we're just wearing like the like short onesie thingies because it's like it just I don't really want to be like around with CEOs of our company and like my butt cheeks hanging out. Yeah, like I have no shame being in a swimsuit, but it's a time and a place.
Yeah, work, for sure.
Yeah, not for me. But yeah, other than that, like, I don't know, my week was totally fine. It was a week. I am trying to do no shop September.
Oh, how's that going?
Yeah, I haven't bought anything, so I guess in theory, fine. I guess I
No shop. Okay, so
So
specify this.
so not no spend, because I think that that is not possible for me. So like I'm allowed to buy things like deodorant and Crest white strips, like hygiene things that
Yeah,
like
okay.
okay, but not no makeup
No
and
makeup,
no clothes,
no clothes,
no shoes, no accessories, like that sort of
accessories.
stuff.
What about like
Yeah.
home stuff? Like for instance,
So
I
I
just
don't
went to the store and bought some mums to decorate my porch and stuff. Like
yeah,
would that
I don't buy stuff like that anyway, so I guess it wouldn't like I no, I can't buy things for myself that are not like basic hygiene.
Okay. Okay.
Or like
So
or
fun
like
stuff, like
yeah,
things
like if
that are
I need a new pair of runners for a race that we're doing in October, but I need to
yeah.
break them in and the race is on
Yeah.
October 10th.
So that's
So I
but
like need
that's
to buy this pair of
yeah,
runners
yeah.
in September to like know that I like running in them. So like that, but like I'm not going to really it came because I went to Aloe. Did I tell you this? I went to Aloe and spent
Okay.
I spent $800.
Sarah, what?
800 like I'm not rich. There's a
No, I
hole
know.
there's a hole in my roof right there. Like I am not rich.
Why did you do that? What and it's aloe. Like, what did you
I
buy?
loved it. I loved everything. Um,
Okay, I say this with love. Did you fit their clothing?
yeah. I made
Okay.
a video about it.
Okay, and I watched it. I remember that. I thought, no, I was thinking Lululemon for some reason because we were talking about Lululemon.
Yeah, I went to Lululemon first and bought a sweater, and then I went to Aloe and bought $800 worth of clothing.
Oh my God. Okay, I
Oh,
can't. No, I can. I can't complain. I was gonna say I can't complain. I've never spent that much on, I mean, over time, but
no, it
not on
was
like one shopping trip.
it like hurt
That's
my soul.
wild.
Okay, but I bought a pair of leggings.
I was gonna say, give us a rundown
Okay, so I bought a
of
pair of
everything.
leggings. They were
Okay.
$104, which I actually don't think is out.
That's Lulu prices.
And I wear Lulu leggings. Like
Okay.
I try to wear other leggings. I like Lulu and I like Fabletics. I try to do cheaper leggings, but they just like don't hold up with like
Mhm.
the physical activity that I do, which is
Yeah,
fine.
no, that's fair. Yeah.
So I bought leggings.
Pair of leggings.
I bought sweatpants. They're like a ribbed gray sweatpant, and then I bought the matching
Okay.
sweater. So I think
Okay.
that was probably like 200, 250 together.
Okay. Yeah.
I bought a sweatshirt because
Sweatshirt.
I've wanted one of those like big Aloe sweatshirts for so long.
Okay.
They're so comfy. And I think that's like a
I
hundred.
don't know what that is. I can't think
It's
about
just
what
like
that is.
it literally just says Aloe on it, and it's so
Okay.
stupid that I want it, but it's like the perfect oversized crew sweat shirt
Okay.
that I'll wear all winter long. And
Okay.
then I bought a coat. I bought like a cropped Sherpa like bomber jacket that I'll wear all fall and probably for a lot of the winter.
Okay. So you bought
Reasonable.
5 items.
And I bought a pair of socks, and the socks are $30.
Jesus, Sarah. Okay. It's fine.
And I got a
I'm
free
not your mom. You can do whatever you want to do.
I got a free tote bag.
Oh,
So but
well, that just makes it totally understandable.
we're set. So after that I was like, I need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah, I know it's hard. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Like it the thing too is like there's so many small businesses and like that I shop at that I like. It's pretty pricey for like so I try to look at it like it's okay to like invest in clothing you're going to wear for a very long time. Like there's pieces that are fun pieces and then there's pieces that are investment pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the fun so in my head when I get fun pieces, this is how I justify my shopping now because
Mm-hmm.
it's hard in this industry too because we have so much pressure. I'm not saying we have to do this, but we have so much pressure to be constantly keeping up with trends,
Yeah.
showing, our audience different items and clothing and things like that, because that's our job. It's our literal job.
Yeah.
So I try to like justify it this way. If it's a fun piece, I can't spend an obscene amount of money on it because fun pieces aren't practical. They're not things that I'm going to be wearing all the time. If it's an investment piece, I can then, if it's something I know I'm going to like, if it's leggings, if it's a sweatshirt, if it's like things that I'm going to wear all the time, more than one season for sure, I can spend like an investment, which is like $100 plus kind of thing. That's how my mind works.
I love it.
Sometimes you get lucky and your investment pieces go on sale or things like that. And they come down to fun piece money. And like, did I tell you about my little haul that I got from Reitman's?
No.
Oh my God. I didn't go to Reitman's. I went online. I love Reitman's. Like if you know me, if you watch any of my content, you know that and I'm so sorry to all of our American listeners, because we know you can't get Reitman's in the States. And I hear that like 20 times a day. And I always feel so bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry. They had like a massive summer sale on.
Yeah.
I got so much stuff. I actually did a couple YouTube vlogs ago. I did a little try on haul.
Yeah.
So many cute things. I got a denim crop jacket. I got these shorts, which I swear are dupes for the Abercrombie jean mom shorts, like the dad shorts. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Just like jean shorts.
The Abercrombie ones, though, the dad shorts that were super trendy this summer.
Yeah, the longer
Anyways,
ones?
kinda like they're like the 90s style,
Oh, yeah.
high-waisted, like light wash.
Yeah.
I got these. I got like a super cute, like I got like a couple white t-shirts. I got like a super cute, like cropped black, like lacy kind of top, which I love too. I got all this stuff and I spent $80 on it. I know, right?
It's like I could have bought 2 pairs of socks.
Dude, but that's what I'm saying. I literally was like, yes. I was like, oh my God, this is insane.
I just like, okay, so I have this toxic trait where I just scroll sale sections though for stuff that I'm like, I could wear this. I would maybe wear this. Like I get like endorphin rushes from scrolling sale sections and finding fun things in there that I don't fucking need. So my whole, I'm like this month, I'm like, I can't buy anything that is, I don't need anything. I have so many clothes and like so many clothes that have tags on them that I've never worn that like I buy because they're on sale and I think they're really cute and I'll wear them at some point and then I just never do it. So I just was like, I need to chill and I need to like stop. I don't have logic like you, the fun and investment clothes. I have a problem where everything I buy is expensive.
Yeah.
Why do I love anthropology and why do I love free people? What's wrong with me?
As I sit here wearing a free people sweater. But like, listen, this was gifted from a small business and I freaking love it. And now I'm like, now I understand why people like free people. This is so freaking cozy and it's so well made.
Yeah, it's the easy straight crop cardigan, isn't it?
It is. And it's so nice.
I don't even have to look at the whole thing and I know because I have a problem. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. To all of you listening, if you're watching on YouTube, what are your tips? Do you have any tips on how to like
not shop?
Like but like budget and like justify and like what do you like, what's the best way?
To be fair, I have never put myself in a place where I'm like, no, I'm gonna be fucked. Like I've never
no. Like no racks of credit card debt. No,
I have zero debt.
No.
Yeah, I have zero personal debt as a human. Like I don't own I have my mortgage. Yeah. But so like, and I have a rule, actually my one shopping rule is if I can't buy it twice, I can't buy it once.
No, so that's valid. Like
if I can't, so I'm not putting myself, I just need to like, I'm not putting myself into like financial ruin. I just need to be more responsible.
I agree. And like, I think about all of the like fun money that I spent on clothing and things like that. And I'm like, I could have put that into savings and investments. And like our savings could be a lot bigger than it is now. And like, so I think that instead of taking like a month off, because I think that's a good starting point for sure. Because I think it kind of like brings you back down, makes you like look at everything and assess it. Maybe what you could do, and maybe what I should do too, is allot yourself a very specific budget. So give yourself an X amount of dollars for every single month. No, but listen, it makes so much sense in my head because I'm like, oh, so say it's obviously going to be different for each person, but say it's $150 a month. Okay. Say it's $250 a month. I don't know. I know that's like one shirt for you. Okay. So say it's like $150. This is just a for instance. It could be any amount of money, just less than what you would normally spend on a shopping trip, less than $850.
That's not normal.
I know, I'm just kidding. And then take that amount and budget yourself through the year. So each month you get $150. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Say you want a $300 purse. Say you want a $250 jacket. You then have to save your budget from September, October to get it in November. And then by then you'll know if you really want that item or not because you have 2 months to think about it.
I hate it.
This is such a mom thing for me. To be
I know.
That's such a fun idea. Let's make a chart. I'll do it.
I actually, so funny enough, is I can't stop myself from putting things in shopping carts and I can't stop myself from like browsing.
Okay, but here's the thing. I shop all day, every day. I never check out. I
100%.
check out
So
like
what
once in a blue moon.
so and neither do I. Like the amount that I actually check out, usually I like build a beautiful cart and I'm like,
And then walk
I don't
away.
I don't need this. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna film a video today of
Yeah.
a green screen of just all the shopping carts that I've
Oh,
abandoned
I
this
love
week.
it.
And
That's
like,
fun.
yeah, and then like the things that I think I might go back for. So like there's actually stuff that I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, if I keep thinking about this till October, like I think I need to actually go get that. So we'll see.
That's literally what I just said though, and you were not about it.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it with a budget.
Why though? Doesn't that make sense? But you
Yes,
can
of
make your
course it
budget though.
does.
Make your own budget. I'm not
Yeah,
saying it has to be that small of a
no,
budget for you.
I sound like I'm such a spoiled brat right now.
Why? It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. You could literally run your family into debt and like
I work
nobody would bat an eye. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
work very
I
hard.
know. You work
I
so
have
much,
two
Sarah.
I
I
have two
know.
full-time
You
jobs.
have two full-time jobs. You literally deserve the world. If I could give you $1 million, I would. You
Thank you
deserve it
so
all.
much.
Yeah.
But I should budget. Anyways,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
enough
Speaking of
about me.
money, do you want to hear about money? My accountant ghosted me.
Your tax accountant? Like didn't do your taxes?
I don't know what's going on. She's ghosted me. It's September. I don't know what's happening.
Oh.
What do I do?
Call CRA.
No, I don't want to get her in trouble.
It's your taxes.
I know. I just like, what if she had some like family emergency or something?
She
I don't
has
know.
a cell phone. She can
Oh,
have
no.
you emailed her? And
Few times.
you've called her?
I've called a couple times and it went straight to voicemail.
I think you just call CRA and be like, "Hey, have my taxes been filed? I haven't received anything and I can't get
They
a hold of Meg."
haven't.
Okay, then yeah, you got to do I mean,
I don't know what to do. I felt so bad. I emailed her on Monday and it was probably the most aggressive email I've ever made. And it wasn't even aggressive because I'm not a confrontational person. I'm actually annoyed at the fact that I have been put in this situation because I don't like confrontation at the best
no.
of times.
Yeah.
And so this is what I said. And I truly don't think it was that aggressive. It was just short. And it was like, hi, checking in, said her name, but like, hi, checking in. If you're unable to help us finish our taxes this year, please let me know and I can come pick up my forms. Thanks. She has all my books and stuff, and I do everything by hand.
What
So it's
about
not,
what about that is aggressive?
I don't know.
I'd be like, "Hey, asshole.
No,
It's September."
No, but do you know what the thing is too? Is like she knows Andrew's family. Like she used to babysit Andrew's brother and stuff. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I don't know if they're at some point I offended her or something. I'm trying to like rack my brain. I'm like, is there something that I did that I'm like not aware of?
I mean, at the end of the day, you need to do your taxes, so you need to get your shit back. Like,
I know. And I'm like, what is happening?
drive by, go to her house, just get your
I
stuff.
think I'm gonna have to. And I
100% what I would do.
freaking hate that I have to do that.
Well, it's not your fault. She put you in a shitty situation.
No, but it pisses me off that I'm in this situation
Oh,
because
yeah, that's
I
fair.
like I'm like I don't do confrontation. I don't want to do that.
I
I don't want to have to.
I have a really great accountant.
I know, and you said that they do things virtually, right?
Yeah,
I might just.
I mean, you're gonna have to not have all your accounting on a notebook, but
No, but
yeah.
I'm not. No, going forward after this, I'm not going to do that anyway. I'm going to do everything in like I have it on a notebook, but then I'll just transfer it into like a spreadsheet or something on the internet, like the Excel or whatever, because this has been holy.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, and it's so frustrating too because last month or the month before our lease was up. And we had to like get a new car and like figure all that out, but we still didn't know how much we owed for taxes. So we've been like floundering.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I owe $2,000. I don't know if I owe $15,000. Like I have no idea.
Yeah.
And Andrew, it's a little more like, cause he has a very like specific
normal
job.
Yeah.
Like we kind of know what to expect. With me. Who knows?
No.
Like who knows?
That's wild.
I'm so stressed out. Like
yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. And I don't like
that's what's the situation where you're like, I need an adult that can actually handle the situation.
That's what I'm
fair.
talking about.
That's
like
fair.
I want an adult to just come into my body, take over for a day, and then like peace out for a bit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a lot.
On
a lighter note, what's trending?
Yeah.
What's trending for you right now?
and life in the world. Oh, I watched a fun movie last night. Actually, I say that's it was not fun. It was a thriller, but it was good. It was a good one. I actually got
Thriller. Sorry.
That's okay. I was letting you have your little dancing for a
It
moment.
seemed necessary.
Yeah, it did, of course.
Okay, keep going.
Actually, I saw it on Sarah's story.
My story?
No, the Birds Papaya, Sarah.
Oh,
She watched it, I think, on the airplane going to wherever she's going right now.
yeah. But I see it.
And Brazil, that's it.
I say that like I know her. I don't know her.
No, but we'd like follow her. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I saw her, I think she watched it on so it's called Black Phone.
Okay.
Sorry. And it came out in 2022 and it's a thriller and it was really good.
Great.
Recommend. Right. It's a little creepy. Touches on a lot of like sensitive subjects. Ethan Hawke is the main guy. He did a really good job. He's super creepy.
Yeah.
It was based in the 70s. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was riveting. Predictable. Not overly predictable.
Okay.
But like no crazy twists and turns like an M. Night Shyamalan movie or whatever. It was very good though. Like Andrew watched it. I watched the whole thing. I'm not a watch a whole movie on a weeknight kind of girl anyway.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to watch this movie. So I put my phone, I plugged it in upstairs because I didn't want any distractions. I'm like, let's watch this movie. And I liked it.
Great.
Recommend. Other than that, like I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm reading because I read now. I'm trying not to scroll that much. Like scrolling makes me feel like a garbage. Yeah. So I actively search out what content I want. So I will go to like my friends' profiles, watch their stuff, keep up with their new content, and then put my phone down. Yeah. I'm reading the second book in A Court of Thorn and Roses. Series.
I should maybe give it a shot. Like everyone seems to love it. I don't think it's for me. It's like romancy smutty, right?
Not really. Well, I wouldn't say smutty.
Is there death and murder?
Yeah.
Like lots of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there
fairies?
It is fairies. So that's the part that I struggled with. Is I'm like, I'm not a fantasy kind of person. No. Like I'm not super like I have like there was a couple of times where I was just like I audibly rolled my eyes because it seemed so cheesy in my opinion. Yeah. Once I got past that judgment, you can get mad at me if you like fantasy. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to offend you.
Is it like Game of Thronesy?
That's no, like not as intense, like not as like.
Yeah, I don't think it's for me.
I think you'd like it. Give it a try. It took me a minute to get into the first book, and then once I got in, I was like, kind of want to know what happens.
There, I've been like really into like thriller, stabby.
It's like, not like that. It's not a thriller, but it's good. Like this
is the first time in my life that I've enjoyed reading books, and whatever is working is just like working well. And I'm just gonna stay on this weird train that I'm on about thriller books right now.
Then like if if something's working, don't switch it up. But if you're looking for something,
yes.
Did you read Verity?
Yeah, in a day.
Oh, so good, right?
This is the problem with Verity is I was getting tattooed that day. So I like started it in the morning after I dropped Sally off. Couldn't read while I was getting tattooed. And then I picked up Sally as soon as I was done, pretty much. Yeah. And then I got home, put her to bed, and I was like, oh, there's a new episode of something. So I watched that. And then I woke up at 2:00 in the morning because I'm a really bad sleeper. And I read Verity until she woke up in the morning. or like I finished it at like 6:15 and she woke up at like 6:30 and I was like
so good.
Like I fucked up. Up.
Did you like the ending?
No, I hated it.
I was kind of indifferent. I think that it was like it was a cop out. Yeah, but was it a cop out? Because then in my head, I'm like, that's such a twist. Like that's such a massive, huge twist to put on the reader. But it does feel a little cop outy. I
don't know that I believe I don't know that I believe it.
I know. Okay, so that's another thing. It can leave you with like multiple interpretations.
I wish that it just ended.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so let us know in the comments, what are your favorite books? Give us your top 3 recommendations if you're a
mhm.
reader. Give us a little bit of everything, because Sarah is obviously like, and I'm over here like, love everyone.
Yeah.
So
Also, if
give
you
us.
like thrillers, I have a book talk highlight on my Instagram with tons of thriller recommendations from you
Ooh,
guys.
okay.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
to
yeah.
know. Okay. Yeah, let us know in the comments kind of what you're thinking, like we would like, based on what we've talked about in the last 2 minutes.
Perfect.
And Sarah, what is trending for you?
Fifth wheels.
Say that again.
Fifth wheels? I somehow ended up on fifth wheel TikTok. And I have now convinced myself that I could sell our house, sell most of our belongings, and we
Oh,
could just move into like a really bougie RV.
RV. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And just either travel across Canada and homeschool Sully,
Mhm.
or park it and just live on a beach somewhere. So I'm like obsessed with fifth wheels currently.
Um, you have a lot of stuff.
What are you talking about?
No, like you are queen of stuff. You got a
This is
lot of stuff.
but I don't feel emotional. Like I think I could get rid of most of it. Like
Yeah.
this whole like shelf of shit behind me, like it's just there because I had it. Like I'm not connected to any of it. There's a
Okay.
horse up there that I actually probably couldn't get rid of because it was my grandma's. But like other than that, like I have a lot of clothes. That's my problem. Clothes,
Yeah.
clothes and shoes.
Well, I support it, especially if you're going to come to Ontario more often.
I just, I
You
mean,
can
look,
park in my driveway. We can hang out.
perfect.
Just come
Perfect.
out in the morning and
Like,
hang out.
it's not gonna happen because
No.
realistically, we'd have to both have remote jobs, which I
I
guess
was
I
gonna say
do.
you do. Bryce doesn't
Not
really.
not so much.
No.
But yeah, like obsessed. There's some really cool fifth wheels out there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. There's like, I've seen it all. Like the people have like, I was like, that's nicer than my first house that I bought. Like,
Insane. Yeah, totally.
yeah,
So that's what's trending for me.
that's fun. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's good. Dude, you can get like lofts and you can get like walk-in closets in them.
I know. They're pretty
Like,
bougie.
I want one.
Have you driven one?
Oh, I can barely drive my own car.
I was
I
gonna
can't
say that
parallel park.
that would
Driving
be an
it,
adventure.
that would be Bryce's job.
Yeah, Bryce's job
Like
is for
Bryce would just
driving.
always drive, which is fine.
Yeah.
He always drives on road trips anyway. He never lets me drive. I'm not a bad driver.
No, you're not. I've been with you. You're
I'm
not
fine.
bad.
I just get distracted
You do.
by like squirrels. Not by
Everything.
not by my phone, but like billboards.
No, like the
Uh,
sky being closer and further away.
the sky is bigger in Alberta.
Yeah, that's it.
What are we talking about this week?
So we're gonna have a therapy session because we both
Casual
need
therapy.
therapy so we thought, instead of, being the smart adults that we should be and actually getting therapists. Listen, I've been off and on doing therapy for quite
I'm
some time.
going to therapy.
Oh, are you?
I've started the search.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to probably get back into it as well. I haven't really like stopped to the point where I'm like done
Yeah.
therapy, but like I took a bit of a break, and now that winter is approaching and I know that I get the big zads, I
Yeah.
should probably have it
Yeah.
on retainer.
Just ready to go. Fire it
Ready to
up.
go. Literally.
What do you need therapy about?
Oh,
That's a
everything.
big question.
Ever you name it, I need it. No,
We're
it's been.
not laughing at mental health issues, by the
No, we
way.
are. Hey, that's a coping mechanism. I'm
This is
allowed to. I'm mentally ill.
yes, fair.
Yeah, no, I think that I'm just like, I'm in a weird time in my life right now where I have a lot of self-doubt. Like
Hmm.
more than I think I've ever had.
Hmm.
Things hit harder than they used to. I feel like my thick skin has gotten paper thin.
Yeah.
I have a lot of self-doubt in myself as a person, as a creator, as a mom. I
Hmm.
have a lot of imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be going away. Thankfully, my like panic attacks, my that aspect of things have stopped,
Yeah.
knock on wood. But other things have kind of bubbled up, and I feel like it's really frustrating because I feel like I can't catch a break. I feel like if one thing moves out, another thing moves in.
Moves in.
And I'm like, at what point do I just feel like a human again? Like, when is that going to happen?
Yeah. I don't know. Never. I feel
Well,
like
don't say that because that makes me
I'm
want to
kidding.
give up. No,
No,
don't call anybody. We're good.
I feel like that's part of like growing up is like moving through these like shitty like self-realizations and like then getting through them, but something else. I feel like that like is part of being a human is like there's always gonna be this like portion of self-doubt or this portion of like I want to do this differently or I want to do this better, I'm not good enough at this, which is sad for sure, but I also think it like moves us to like continue keep growing and like being better
Mm-hmm.
people. So like I don't, when I say never, I truly just mean that I think that we're always going to be in this state of like ebb and flow, and there's going to be times where things are so much better and like they feel good and you don't have imposter syndrome, but then you're doubting something else, right? Like I don't think
Yeah.
that all the balls are ever like not in the air. Like I think there's always something going to be going on, but it's just learning how to deal with them and like not let them take over everything.
That's where
Like
I'm
yeah,
struggling. Like, I
like
feel like that's consuming my entire life right now. And I feel like I can't be the best mom, the best partner, the best,
totally.
and not even like the best. I just want to be better than what I am right now because I feel like my brain is so broken that it just can't process like any positivity. Like, I'm just like,
But
I
I
don't
think
know,
it's
like,
also really important to remember that like right now you are giving your 100%, right?
I
Like if
guess.
your 100% capacity is at 40% of what it usually is, but you're
Mm-hmm.
still giving that 40%, you're still giving 100% of what you have right now.
I
And
guess.
like I
Yeah.
think that like giving yourself some grace can also help you move through feelings like this, right? Like
Yeah.
you got to show up for yourself before you can show up for everyone else. And like I think just allowing yourself to know that what you're giving right now is all you can give and that's the best you can do, so you're doing the best you can, and like that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I didn't really like I think the thing is like I feel like social media is so fake. Like
Oh,
so
it's
fake.
so fake.
So, and I say that as a person who creates on social media and I try to do my best to be like open and honest and
Mhm.
but like sometimes like you do have to just fucking slap a smile on and fake it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And that's like I do get more open and raw and honest. I don't do that in my Instagram reels because I have a minute or less or whatever.
Yeah,
I feel like I talk more about it on here on the in my YouTube and things like that where I have more
this
than a couple
also
minutes.
feels like more of a safer space though. Like
Maybe.
I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
people like
true.
are here because they actually want to be here, not because they're like hate trolling us.
Yeah, this is a weird place to do it.
Like
I
you have
mean,
to
if
listen
you
to
want to, that's
you have had
fine.
to just listen to 45 minutes of us jabber on about bullshit to like
About
listen to us get our
fairies.
real like you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like
That's a fan.
but sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no, and I think that because I'm seeing all of these other creators sharing trips and like brand
Mhm.
partnerships and things like that and I'm like I think that in my head I'm like why can't I be that happy? Why can't I be that successful? Why can't I be this? Why can't and I feel like that comparison is so toxic
Mhm.
and it's nothing they're doing wrong. It's nothing I'm doing wrong in my sense either. I think it's just it's expected. Like it's just like I feel like your brain is programmed to be like that because you know that's just the way we grew up. That's the way that we've been, you know, ingrained into our heads. It's like you're always going to want something more.
Yeah.
You're always going to so I feel like I've been really trying the past at least month or 2 months to really stop scrolling first of
Mhm.
all and to try and do more gratitude like exercises so and that's I've actually been talking with Marlo about it too because she's at the age where it's like you know we could take her to a theme park all day get pizza for dinner go home watch fireworks and then you know she doesn't get this before bed and therefore it's the worst day ever you know
Yeah.
what I mean so I feel like I've been trying to teach her about gratitude and like things that we need to be grateful for and appreciative for. And in doing so, I think that I've been doing better at teaching myself that.
Yeah.
So I try to take a moment every day and just write a few things that instead of being like like, oh God, I gotta go do my like dishes that have piled up over the past few days because I've been this or like this or that. I'm like, wow, like I have a beautiful kitchen that, you know, 4 years ago I would only dream of having. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I never would have thought that I'd be here with my husband who I love and my two kids who are amazing, you
Mhm.
know, 10 years ago. I never would have imagined that. So I feel
Yeah.
like just trying to like show myself gratitude for things that I do have, it's been helping, but I just want it to help faster. Like,
But also, like, we're allowed to not be happy. Like, I think that that is like one of the
yeah.
things in the world that is like, and I've talked about toxic positivity a million times, like, not
Yeah.
every day is fucking perfect, and that is
No.
fine. And it helps us build character, it helps us build resilience, it helps us become the people that we are and like how to work and navigate through tough situations by
Yeah.
being okay, not being happy. And like, and not be like, but every day isn't a fucking theme park, right? Like
No,
every
it's
day
not.
isn't the
Yeah.
best day of your life, and it's not supposed to be. Or those best days of your life are not important anymore, right? Like
Yeah.
I just think that there's like gratitude is great and gratitude is so important and it's so important to be grateful for what we have, but we're also allowed to like be like, this today sucks. Like
Yeah.
today was a shit day and I'm gonna have a 3 day pity party about it. And I always say that you can pity party for 3 days and not a second longer. And then you gotta move on and buck up. But like
Mhm.
it's okay to not be stoked every minute.
I know. I think it's hard too in this space because, like, if I was an accountant and I went to work and I was having a crappy day, who cares?
Yeah.
Like people are going to be like, "Oh man, sorry about that, Susan. Like, man, that sucks. Like,
Yeah.
sorry to hear that. Hopefully tomorrow's better." You know. But like if I go to my job now and I talk about how I'm having kind of like a crappy time, the amount of people, not the amount of people, but there's always someone that's like, you're always complaining. You're just a complainy complainerson. And I'm like, I'm not though. Like
No, you're
I
not.
like to think that I'm not complaining and everything.
No.
I am very grateful, but like that doesn't mean that like I can be happy and grateful, but then also have like I feel like it's not fair that I'm only allowed to be happy and grateful and
It's not.
like
And it's
thankful for
not
things.
it's not realistic.
It's not
So
realistic.
it's
Like
like
I
if people want social media to continue being fake, then sure, put
yeah,
that pressure on
sure.
people, right? Like that's fine. I can show up with a big old smile on my face every single day, but I much rather prefer, but I much more prefer whatever. I rather post the things that are real to me. Like and
Yeah.
I think that I've never shied away from like a pretty vulnerable post being like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I hate everything and everything sucks." Um and that's just like that's who I am and that's who I'm going to continue to be. But giving myself those moments allows me to have the really high highs. And I think
Yeah.
I'm genuinely a pretty positive human being.
Oh yeah.
Um, but like you're allowed to things are allowed to suck. You're not allowed to compare yourself to others because that's toxic as
No,
fuck.
it is toxic. Yeah.
But um you're allowed to have moments of yuckiness.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Look at I'm
Yeah.
your therapist.
Thanks. So okay, so how can I be
Do you
your
even
therapist?
need do you
What's
even need therapy
well, I mean, if we do this every few weeks, I'll be golden.
I'm kidding. I essentially just feel like I am failing at everything because there's not enough time in the day. I
That's another thing too. I'm like, how am I supposed to accomplish everything that I think that's something that maybe you should try, that maybe I should try too. I'm saying this to you with advice for myself tucked in there,
yeah.
is being more realistic with what you need to accomplish in a
Okay,
single day.
so this is what people say to me, and like
Yeah.
Bryce is like, just don't want to do as much. I'm like, but what can give? Like the thing, I'm
Yeah.
not trying to do anything crazy here.
Yeah.
I would like to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep because
Hmm.
anything less than that is literally detrimental to your health and your body.
Yeah. No.
That's important to me. I would like to spend a few hours with my child,
Hmm.
also important to me. I have to work for 8 hours a day. Like that's
Yep.
necessary. I also would appreciate if I was able to work out every single day because it makes me a better person. And it's like the one thing that I do for myself. And then like at some point I also have to cook and clean. Like
I
those are not
know.
none
That's
of that. And then I also have to like create, I mean, I don't have to create content, I guess. Like that's the one thing in my life that can kind of fall by the wayside. But
yeah.
like also it's sure
Kind of your job too, though.
it's not my
Yeah.
primary job, but it's my job at the same time,
Yeah.
right? Like it is a source of income and it's a source of joy. And so like just having that, and then like also it'd be cool to spend some time with my husband. A nice one. And then like social life. Like this my social I don't have a social life right now.
Yeah.
So like I just don't And then because I can't do all those things, and I don't think that that's an unrealistic scope of what I actually need to do in a day.
It's a full day though.
But
Like
like
that's a full
that's a
day.
full
Yeah.
day. But what can give? Like what ball can I drop out of that?
I don't think that you necessarily need to drop any of those
I just like
balls.
don't work out for an hour, go for a 15-minute
I
walk.
was gonna say, so you may have to like adjust things as needed. So instead of like picking up going to, because it takes time for you to go to the gym, right? Like,
Yeah.
so instead of doing like a full hour workout at the gym every day, switch it so you do a good solid 3 times a week where you're like dedicating that time. But then, just putting in a jog like
Then I
for,
become a monster.
but why? You're jogging for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Okay, so can you get some free weights and
I
do it at home?
I do. I have it. I think for me, the reason why the gym is so important to me is because I work in this.
Community.
Well, I work in this
Yeah.
basement 8 hours a day. I'm home alone
I know. So
often.
so one more thing to
It's
be alone
like,
doing. It's
like,
isolating.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I getting out of the house and like talking to people is really nice.
So could you go to the gym and work out for 40 minutes instead of an
Well,
hour?
it's an hour
Like,
long. It's an hour long class. I know. And so I'm making excuses and I'm making it like it's not possible. I just need there to be 29 hours in a day and I'd be
there's
fine.
not. There's
Okay,
not.
but
I know.
who can we talk to?
I Yeah, I know. And you know what? I don't have a perfect answer. Like I
No.
don't have a solution. The only thing I can say is you're not alone. Like that's
Yes.
such a common struggle. Time management is so freaking difficult, especially when your time is not just your
It's not
time,
just your
but it's
time.
your time, your family's time, your kids' time, your friends' time, your spouse's time. Like it's all compiled into
Yeah.
this like little bubble. And like you're expected to just kind of like,
Figure it
okay,
out.
figure it out,
And
figure this out.
I think the realistic answer is like I just need to be okay with not being 100% with everything. Like
I
I
think
need
that's true.
and
Yeah.
that's so hard for me. And that's like I had like a literal breakdown the other night because I gave Sally like frozen vegetables with cheese sauce on them for dinner because I didn't have time to like make her homemade blah 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 blah. Like I don't I like I try so and I'm such a hypocrite because I just told you to do the same thing. But like I want to give 100% to every single thing I do. I want to be the
Yeah.
best employee at our company. I want to be the best content creator I can be. I want to like check out all these massive goals. I want to be the best wife to Bryce. But it's like I just need to like maybe sometimes be okay showing up at 60%.
Yeah. Or like being the best you.
Or like
Like I
like
feel
just doing
like,
the best thing that I can that day.
yeah, like that's
And if
that's
there's nothing wrong with frozen vegetables and cheese
I
sauce.
was gonna say I use mostly frozen vegetables
Like there's
because
nothing wrong
like
with that.
it's easier, it
It's so
keeps
easy.
more, it's
It's
practical, it's cheaper.
I know.
Like I went to Alberta and Sarah spent how much did you spend on that one freaking avocado? And I almost
Not it's
like
like
passed out.
$7.
No, 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 that was closer to 10. I think you paid $9 for one avocado. And I'm like, Sarah, that's expensive. It was a big avocado.
And it's at like a local grocery store that
Yeah,
like
but
is
like
yeah,
it's okay to do frozen and
100%. And
like
I
that's
just
okay. Like,
that's where I need to like just realize that it's okay to do the
yeah,
things the easiest way possible. Like I realistically need to get someone to like come clean our house because it's just like that is something I can take off my plate and like
yeah,
I don't need to worry about baseboards. Like just like those little things are the things that I need to do to make myself feel like I'm gaining hours.
yeah,
So it's like it's time my time versus like the cost of someone else's labor.
yeah.
And how
Your
can
time
I
is money too.
yeah,
Like you got to think about that, regardless of what you're doing. Even if you're not working, your time is money. You
no.
know what I mean?
Like I
So
signed up for Instacart recently, which is like a big deal for me because
that is a big deal.
I'm pretty picky about grocery shopping. I like to buy my $10 avocados. So like just like those little things are how we're gonna gain time. But it
Yeah,
just sucks that people feel this way. Like it just sucks that like you feel like you're failing because you can't do all of the societal expectations of you because society has now decided that we need to do these 38 hours of tasks within 24 hours.
it's not fair. Like
No.
it truly isn't fair. Um, at all.
And it's like the
Like,
ultimate mom guilt because you're like,
oh yeah.
I'm a shit mom because like, do you think I mean this with all of the kindness in my heart, but do you think the dads feel this way?
No, because society doesn't put the same pressure on them that they do
Yeah,
to us.
fair. I agree.
I think I'm not saying that dads don't feel guilt or other parents don't feel guilt when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
But mom guilt is another level.
It's wild.
And it's not just society, it's other moms putting it on us. It's other, I don't know. I just feel like it's always like, oh, well, you could do better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do more, you could do better.
You could do more, you could do better, you could do this, you could do that. Like, when was the last time my dad was guilted for traveling for work?
Oh, I
Never
can't wait.
happens.
I can't wait for that.
Never happens. Oh, it happens for
I'm gonna,
sure.
oh, last time when I went to Vancouver, it was like the week that after you came, I were out here, I went to Vancouver like the next day, and I had so many DMs being like, I don't know how you left your baby your first week back to work. Like, that's outrage. And it's just like, because I didn't really have a choice.
Like, you're doing your work.
I have a
like,
job. And if
good
I don't
job.
have a job, you get mad at me for that. So like,
No, there's no winning. You can't win. You
what do I
can't
do?
win.
You can't win.
And like the frustrating thing is like I have a couple of events next week. Actually, this month is like stupid busy with like work events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And because my job is the way my job is, like I have to go do these things and, be social and have fun. It looks like fun to everyone and it is fun at times, but like it's work. Like I'm socializing, I'm trying to like meet brands, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. And I already feel guilty about it and I haven't even done it yet. Like
Just because
I'm
you're,
gonna miss dance. I'm gonna miss this. Like I'm just like,
yeah.
and Andrew's like, it's fine. Like, it'll be fine. I'm like, yeah, for you. Because if you were going to like, a site visit or like work at that, like it's expected of you. But like for me, she's the mom. She's got to be doing this. She's got to be doing
Yeah.
that. Like,
I
it's
even feel guilty when I miss bedtime.
oh, 100%. I'm missing
I
bedtime 2 times next week. And I literally am already stressed out about it. And it hasn't
yeah.
even happened yet.
I think I've missed bedtime legitimately 4 times in Sully's life. And like 2 of those nights I was in Vancouver last time. Like I hate it. But like it's also stupid because like I should be able to do things.
You should, but like,
Yeah.
to what extent?
We'll never win.
No, there's no winning. And I think that that's another thing too that I've kind of just come to terms with, or I'm learning to come to terms with, is like you can't win on the internet and in life when it comes to this
No.
kind of stuff. You're held to such high expectations.
Mhm.
You can never make everyone happy. So I'm like, you know what? There's nothing I can say or do to change the minds of people who already have painted me in a certain picture.
Yeah.
So, keep that picture of me. You can have it. I don't care. Like,
And
whatever.
that's exactly the attitude you have to have though.
Yeah. Well, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what can I do? There's nothing I can
You can't do anything.
There's literally nothing I can do at this point. So,
No. Classic. Well, what an uplifting place to leave it.
I know. Sorry, guys. Do we feel better? I don't even know.
I just, I do, to be honest, I do feel better. And I think it's been like a couple days. Like I literally had like, what was it, like Monday night and Tuesday night, maybe? Or Tuesday, Wednesday. Anyways, I like went to bed crying one night and then woke up the next morning and was like still so sad. And Bryce was like, and I just go through these, I go through like highs and lows and like sometimes I just need to cry and I just need to have like 2 days of a pity party and then I'm fine. And like by yesterday after, it was the night before and yesterday. By yesterday I was like totally fine. Yesterday afternoon I was like, I'm good. Like I just needed to like I just needed to like work through the emotions of feeling like I'm failing and realize that I'm not actually failing, is that I'm asking myself to do too much and I need to like adjust how I'm doing those things. So like I'm in a better place, but it's just been like a wild week.
It has.
Yeah.
It's been a weird time. I wonder what's happening in the universe. Something's in retrograde or something.
Mercury's in Gatorade?
Yeah, it is right now.
Yeah,
I can feel it. I don't even know if it is, but it is.
Blue Crush Gatorade for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you for being here. Sorry. And it's I feel like we can't be the only ones who are feeling this way right now too. I feel like it's a weird time to be
I also
alive.
don't think we have anything to be sorry about. Like we don't need to be sorry for like talking about how we feel. This is what the world really needs more of. We need more of this and less of the like I'm fine.
Okay. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving us 5 stars. Thanks for following our Instagram, our YouTube, our TikTok, and share with your friends. Listen, save, I don't know, like subscribe, comment.
Do all the things.
Just do all of those things. You don't have to like, I mean, you can watch our YouTube video. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can listen. That's a lot of time out of your day. So just like run through all of those and just go beep, boop, beep, boop, and we'll be good to go.
Love it.
Listen to one of them. Pick one.
At least one.
And going forward, the YouTube video episode will be not the exact, I think, Sarah, what time do you put the episode up for?
It hits midnight
That's no, but like first thing in the morning, I think like 8 a.m. EST, it'll be up YouTube version. So if you'd prefer to watch versus listen, that option will be available to you now on the day of.
You can watch me take my crest white strips off.
Yeah.
Have a great day, you guys, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.